The glimmer of the kerosene lamp. In the heart of Jahnavi, a village where life was etched in dust and drought, lived a girl named Anjali. Her home was a single-room hut that offered little shelter from the monsoon's fury or the scorching summer sun. Anjali's father, a landless agricultural laborer, earned barely enough to keep the hearth lit. Luxury for them wasn't a choice, it was an unknown word. Yet within those walls, Anjali nurtured a hunger far greater than any physical need, a hunger for knowledge. Her earliest memories are of studying under the frail, flickering glow of a kerosene lamp, the only source of light after sundown. The smell of the oil became the scent of her ambition. She didn't have new books. Her textbooks were worn out, taped up chronicles passed down by neighbors. But for her, they were portals to a different world. She often had to choose between helping her mother grind spices for a meager extra income and solving a geometry problem. More often than not, she did both, sacrificing sleep like a sacred offering to her future. A pivotal moment arrived during her high school years. A persistent fever threatened to derail her board exams. The local doctor was expensive, and her parents were hesitant. But Anjali, frail yet resolute, told her mother, "My mind is the only inheritance I will ever have. If I don't use it now, we will be stuck here forever." With sheer willpower and a few borrowed medicines, she not only took the exams but emerged as the district topper. Her brilliance secured her a spot in a prestigious city university. The transition was jarring. She felt the weight of her threadbare clothes against the silk of her peers. She faced ridicule for her accent and her lack of exposure. But Anjali saw this not as a setback, but as fuel. She worked 3 part-time jobs: tutoring, serving tea at a stall, and digitizing old documents, just to afford the study materials for the UPSC Civil Services Examination. She lived by a simple mantra: no struggle is too small if it leads to a great destiny. She failed her first 2 attempts, falling short by agonizingly small margins. The easy path would have been to accept a clerical job and support her family. Friends advised it. Society expected it. But Anjali remembered the face of her father, bent under the weight of his labor, and the silent, hopeful prayer in her mother's eyes. Failure for her was just a comma, not a full stop. For her final do-or-die attempt, she plunged into a monk-like discipline. She cleared the written exams. In the interview, the board asked her, "Anjali, you have seen poverty up close. What will change if you become an IAS officer?" Her answer, delivered with quiet fire, was, "Sir, the biggest poverty is the poverty of hope. I will not just bring schemes. I will bring the belief that a child studying under a kerosene lamp can one day switch on the lights for an entire district. I will be the living proof of that hope." The nice touch. The collector's desk. Years later, a powerful silence filled the room as Collector Anjali Singh, IAS, signed her first major policy file. She had the corner office, the flag, the liveried staff, all symbols of the power she now commanded. But the most significant item on her large mahogany desk was not a pen stand or a nameplate. It was a small, dusty, empty kerosene lamp, a permanent fixture she kept as a reminder. It was the trophy of her battle, the anchor of her compassion, and the testament to her journey. She looked at it, smiled, and then, with the same determination that had pulled her out of Jahnavi, got back to work. The moral of the story. The story of Anjali teaches us that poverty is not the opposite of wealth. The opposite of wealth is dependency. The true measure of a person is not the resources they are born with, but the resourcefulness they develop in the face of scarcity. Anjali's triumph is a powerful affirmation that with sheer determination and unwavering self-belief,